Gerald Seib is executive Washington editor and chief commentator for the Wall Street Journal. Jerry, good morning.
Thank you.
So where are we?
we're in a mess, I suppose. Look, I think the big question at the moment is, can the White House get its story straight on what really happened and why it happened? And secondly, how's the FBI going to be led going forward? I mean, that's a giant question, and that's really, I think, the issue that people on Capitol Hill are waiting to see.
Do you sense from one of the things McCabe said, the acting attorney general and the acting FBI director said, that the investigation is, he used the word, highly significant, that they have something going on there that leads them to believe?
Well, we've been reporting that, I don't know what is believed, but that Director Comey was taking this seriously. He was devoting an increasing amount of time to the investigation. He had sought additional resources for it. So that tells you they're seeing something there that is worth pursuing. This is not going away. Chuck Schumer just made the point. I think he's right. That's not the sign of an investigation that's about to fizzle out.
This idea of this dinner that occurred between the two of them, where the President of the United States asked the FBI director for his loyalty, and then solicits information about an ongoing investigation.
Well, you know, when the letter from the president saying I've fired Jim Comey came out, the stunner that jumped out a lot of people after the initial explosion was this line that said, he told me 3 times that I'm not under investigation, which is really not a proper way to conduct this kind of thing. The other strange aspect of that dinner is that the implication from what the president said to Lester Holt was that he had to make a decision about whether to keep Jim Comey or not. Now, normally, presidents don't decide whether or not to keep an FBI director. They get 10-year terms. They're expected to stay on regardless of the political situation. One of the issues now is whether that's been called into question.
Yeah, and what do you make of the conflicting reports about Comey? On one hand, you have the president calling him a showboater, a grandstander, and Andrew McCabe yesterday going, oh, no, 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 he has broad support within the FBI. Well, what does that mean?
Well, I think there, I have 3 different explanations of why this happened. The first one was that the president acted on the recommendation of the Justice Department. The second one was, well, he was inclined to do this, but waited for the Justice Department, and then the president himself said, I was going to fire him anyway. I think there probably was some unhappiness in the FBI over the way Director Comey handled the Hillary Clinton email matter last year. But I don't think that's the same as saying he'd lost support or that people wanted him gone. And I think those 2 things have gotten a little bit conflated, and I don't think they're the same thing. And I think that's what the acting director was saying in his testimony yesterday.
In what position is Rod Rosenstein in today, where he's saying, he wants to clarify the record, the letter I wrote isn't the thing that justified the firing? Well,
I think that one of the things the White House has done is tried to get him out of the predicament that he was in, and he was an unhappy camper in the sense that he was being fingered as the guy who wanted him fired. That's not what his letter said. His letter said there were some problems with the way the Clinton email investigation was handled, and Director Comey did improper things, but he did not say in that letter he should be fired. And I think Rod Rosenstein doesn't want to be fingered as the guy who fired Jim Comey. That's not what happened here.
Your column this week, you say the Russia investigation in some ways rests in the hands of a few senators.
Yeah, I think I think the key people to watch in Washington right now are a small group of moderate and independent-minded senators on the Republican side, maybe 10, maybe fewer than 10, whose support I think is really crucial to the president right now.
Like Senator Burr and...
Well, John McCain, Lindsey Graham, Susan Collins, Bob Corker, I think from Tennessee is a key guy to watch. Jeff Flake. Bob Corker and Jeff Flake are Republicans in swing states who are up for re-election next year. Their political antenna have to be way up here, and how they gauge this is, I think, an important thing. And Democrats are going to be on the warpath. Yep. Okay. The most important thing is, what about Republicans?
Jerry Seib, thank you so much.
Thank you.